Hi, this is Henry Winn, and I'm going to demonstrate my fridge project starting by creating a new user. So the user enters their email and a password, and this will create an account for them. Then logging in, we will go to this page, which this displays the user's fridge, but as you can see here, the user has no fridges, so we're going to create a new one. And there's a couple options for your fridge. We have a name of the fridge, a current temperature, minimum temperature, maximum temperature, capacity, which is an arbitrary number that I've set where a gallon of milk is equal to size 4. And it also has water options, so a current water temperature, a minimum water temperature, and a maximum water temperature. So, and we also have this button that'll set defaults just in case you want to breeze through this. So I'll title it My Fridge. And the user actually has the ability to have multiple fridges. So we'll make another one titled My Other Fridge. Submit these. So you can see that we have these two fridges. It shows the capacity next to it, and it's 0 because there's nothing here. But we're going to add an item to this fridge. So the way that my program works is I have, I'll show you the database. There are generic food items, and then there are food items. And a generic food item is, I didn't do, the food item is an actual item that's in your fridge. The generic food item is, I guess, kind of what the food item inherits from, although it's actually a composition relationship. So let's go back to here. We have a couple items: gallon of milk, carton of eggs. So if I say that I want a gallon of milk, it'll ask me how much is in this item, which is to say, like, how is this item full, where it would be 1 of 1 gallon, or maybe we want it to be less than a whole gallon that we're entering. It also has an expiration date, which is, it gives a suggested expiration date, which it lists right here, and that's a part of the generic food item. So we're just going to leave the usual expiration date intact. And if we go here, we get this little pop-up. It says item successfully added to the fridge. And so now we have this item, gallon of milk. I'm going to show you how to add a new item. So this is how you actually create a new generic food item. So let's just say whole chicken. And typical days until whole chicken expires, I'm not really sure. I'm going to say 6. Unit singular would, I guess we're going to measure this in ounces. So the singular would be ounce, the plural would be ounces. Full capacity, oh yeah, let's say 20 ounces. I don't know if that sounds good or not, but, and taking into consideration that this gallon of milk is 4 size, I'm going to make this whole chicken be size 2. So if we add that, then it takes us back to the add item to my fridge page, and you can see that the whole chicken option is here. So we're going to add that to the fridge. It's going to ask how much we have in this whole chicken. I'm just going to do the full 20 ounces. And I'm going to show you what it looks like if our item is already expired. So Let's do May 9th. Say that it expired. Actually, let's say it expired yesterday. Put it in. Item successfully added. And now we see that we have expired items. And this here, what we can do, we can add this item to the garbage pile. And so when we do that, it doesn't delete the item immediately. It adds it to this garbage pile where we can either replace the item by removing from pile, which I'll do here. And that puts it back into the all items, but it's still expired, so I'm actually going to well, I'll add the gallon of milk to the garbage pile to show you what throwing them all out does. So when we say that we would like to delete items, it takes us to this page where it says, would you like to throw out these items? This action cannot be undone. And if we hit cancel, it'll take us back to our fridge. But if we go ahead and delete it, then we see that we now have an empty fridge. So now we're back to where we started, an empty fridge. And I'm going to show you I'm going to go back to our index and show you the shopping list, how that works. So what we're going to do is when you click add item to shopping list, it looks a lot like adding an item to the fridge, where you can add generic items to your shopping list. So say we need a gallon of milk. It'll ask you for a quantity. How many gallon milk do you want on your shopping list? Say we want 2 gallons of milk. And when we add that, it'll take us back to our index page where it lists our fridges and our shopping list, which now includes 2 gallon of milk. And we'll add another thing, a carton of eggs. Whoops, wrong button. Carton of eggs. Add that to the shopping list. We only need one of those. And let's add a chicken. 2 of those because I'm hungry. And so now we have the shopping list. It gives us, it's an ordered list and it has the number of items we have, or the number of things we want, and the name of the item. And we can remove items from this list. And when we remove it, it brings us back here and it says item removed from shopping list. Now say that this is the list that we want. We have this option to email me this list. And this actually uses the email that the user account has. And so it says shopping list sent to henrywinn@henrywinn.com. And if we go to my email, let's see. So I've already done this before. You can see we have these two lists. Here we go. So now we can also order these items online. And since we have multiple fridges, it'll ask us which fridge do you want to add the following items to. My fridge or my other fridge. Well, my other fridge hasn't been getting very much love, so I'll add it there. And when we do this, the items are automatically added to the fridge that we selected. So now we're back at our fridge home page for my other fridge. This is the dashboard. And we see now that the current temp is 40, which we just put this chicken in, and I feel like that's kind of high, so let's change the temperature for that. And so all the forms that are on this website, they all have make sure that the input is valid. So I'll show you what setting the value to something that's not good So when I entered 30, which is below the minimum of 32, it says the temperature you entered is lower than the minimum temperature of the fridge. So we'll just set it at 32 now. And so now here we go. And so that's just the change temps settings page, but we also have a more comprehensive page for we have a more comprehensive page for changing all of our fridge settings. And so if you saw, I clicked change fridge settings, and this will take us to this page where we can update the name of the fridge, the current temperature, the minimum and the maximum temperature, capacity, and all of these settings. So they can all be edited after the fact. So say we don't actually have a water fountain, we can set this to no, and if we go back, you'll see that where it used to say water temp, that's no longer there. And if we go to change temps, we no longer have the ability to change the water temp. So one thing that I haven't shown yet is the ability to consume items that we have in our fridge. So I'm going to click on the link consume underneath whole chicken, and that'll take me to this page. How many ounces from whole chicken do you want to consume? And so let's just say that our user is silly and they want to consume 30, which we only have 20 ounces. If we hit submit, it'll say you don't have more, you can't eat more than you have. So we'll just eat, let's say we want to eat most of it. So I can show you what a low item looks like. So we just ate 19 items. This pop-up comes up and it says enjoy your meal. And now we have this low items list, whole chicken, and that gives us the ability to add that item to the shopping list also. So finally I'm going to show you how that I've added the ability to change account settings. And that can be done through this kind of persistent navigation that's up here, and that will take you to this page where you can change your settings. I don't really want to change anything because I kind of like it, but if we submit, it'll take us back to the index page. And so that concludes our demonstration. I'll log out. When I log out, it takes me to this page. You have been logged out. Gives me the link to log back in, and that's it. I'm not sure if I remember my password. Let's see. Yep. So thanks for watching. Oh, and by the way, you can visit this page at henrywinn.com/cs445. I'm also posting the source code to Blackboard, so check it out.